So today we're going to talk just quickly about two really important questions that we covered last week and we focused on in today's lesson. That first one, right? So think about how you might say it. Take a second, try it on your own. How might you say this in Spanish? And hopefully you said, ¿Cuál es la fecha? Or you might see them add even a phrase at the end, ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? And that just specifies what's today's date, right? ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Now, the other question that we're also wanting to be able to answer that fits in perfectly with our dates is this question. So take a second, try it on your own. How might you say it, right? Try to work on that nice inflection upwards, right? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños, right? And so even think about, the inflection. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños, right? When's your birthday? Right? These are the two major questions that we covered last week that now we're empowering you to be able to answer. And obviously, in order to answer those, we need specific vocab, right? We need the ability to know our numbers. And like we said, you don't need to know 31 new numbers. You need to know the first 9, right, combined with those awkward teens, right, the 10 to 15. And then you need 20 and 30 because then they're just going to continue to build. 21, 31, 22, 32. So you don't need to know 31 new numbers or 31 new words. You just need to have a solid fundamental base. And then on the right there, you can see all of the months of the year. Now, a lot of them look the same, so being able to read them is going to be a lot easier than it will be to hear them. And you probably noticed that today in class. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to run through a few dates. And so I'm going to say a date 2 times, all right? And then I'm going to ask you to essentially pause the video. And that way you have some think time. Maybe you want to write it out to practice your spelling, or maybe you just want to say it aloud just to have a moment to say, okay, I'm starting to get this. I heard a few in class, but I really need some more practice. And that's why I'm making this video. All right, so I'm going to take this away because remember, you're going to want to practice and do all of those. So I'm just going to go to a random screen here. We'll just go to Google. And let me say a few dates for you. And after I say it, I'm going to say it dos veces. I'm going to say it 2 times. After the second time, pause. And if you want, write it out. Do any of the practice that you think you might need. And then I'll give you the answer once you hit play. All right. Número 1. El 30 de enero. El 30 de enero. So this is where you would pause, think, write, do whatever. And then the answer would be January 30th. So if you were writing that out, be sure that you would write, 30/1 to represent it in the European style, the 30th day of the first month. All right. Número 2. El 18 de junio. Otra vez. El 18 de junio. So again, pause the video to take your think time. And obviously you should have June 18th or 18/6 if you're practicing writing the European style. All right. Número 3. El 14 de febrero. Otra vez. El 14 de febrero. So again, pause to take your think time. And you should have February 14th or 14/2 if you're practicing your numerals. Número 4. El 6 de septiembre. Otra vez, el 6 de septiembre. Pause to take your think time. And obviously, it should be September 6th or 6/9 for practicing your European numerals. Okay, número 5. El 25 de diciembre. El 25 de diciembre. Pause to take your think time. And you should have December 25th or 25/12. Número 6. El 2 de octubre. Otra vez, el 2 de octubre. Pause to take your think time. And you should have October 2nd or 2/10. Okay. Número 7. El 1 de marzo. Otra vez, el 1 de marzo. Okay, take your time for thinking. And you should have March 1st as your date there. Okay, next one. El 11 de mayo. El 11 de mayo. Pause to take your think time. And it should be May 11th or 11/5. Siguiente, next. El 31 de julio. Otra vez, el 31 de julio. Pause to take your think time. And obviously you should have July 31st or 31/7. Siguiente. El 13 de agosto. El 13 de agosto. Pause. You should have August 13th, 1/3, or 13/8 if you're writing it out. Keep in mind, trace is 3, trece, 13, so they're really, really close together, right? Same with dos and doce. Extra syllable, extra digit. Think of it that way. Okay, two more. El 15 de noviembre. El 15 de noviembre. Pause for your think time. And you should have November 15th or 15/11. And our last one that we'll do for today, el 21 de abril. El 21 de abril. Pause for your think time, and you should have April 21st or 21/4. So I hope you found that helpful. There was 12 good examples. I did actually add a dates in Spanish flashcard set. And what's really nice about that is it actually just has the dates. So you can set it so that you can hear those options. And that way you could be testing yourself using this. So here's another great way to get in some more date practice. So if you have any questions, but again, remember the ball is in your court. Watching videos like this, taking time to do the exercises and write them out, those are the things that are going to make you feel more comfortable in class and by the time we get to assessments and quizzes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in class.